All right, Rick Nelson at 7:20. And remember, for all your roofing needs, roofing, siding, windows, be sure to call Cobex Construction. CobexCG.com, where they do it once and they do it right. There is a difference between roofing companies. Cobex Construction. CobexCG.com. Time for Dan in Sonoma now.
Sean, good morning. To answer in part Dan from Elk Grove's question, why does the local law enforcement need military-type vehicles? One possible reason is to stop riots in the street after another stolen election. I think that's what will happen, and I think they're sort of gearing up for that. There's so many things that Go ahead.
Why didn't they use it against Antifa?
That Antifa's on their side. That's why they're under orders, and I'm quite serious about this, to leave Antifa alone. Yeah, you see it in Berkeley, you see it in San Francisco when they protest, when they riot, when they beat up people on the street. Police are literally standing by, just watching the whole thing, not enforcing the law.
You know what else they have besides those military vehicles? They also have souped-up Mustangs. The sheriff department.
Yes, I've seen that.
I want one of those. I was thinking of joining the sheriff's department just so I could drive one of those. You think they'd take me?
Sure they would. Sure. Yeah, you'd be a great candidate for it. So, sign up. What's the harm in trying?
That's all I'm going to put on my resume is I want a Mustang.
Well, that's good enough for me. I've never seen anything like this regarding Nikki Haley losing her home state pretty badly and still pushing on in the race here. To me, it's becoming more and more obvious that Nikki Haley is being heavily funded and heavily supported by the Trump-hating big government Republicans, and there's a lot of them, probably more than we realize. Sean, let me throw this out at you. You've been predicting for a while now that there's going to be no election this year. And what if they successfully remove Donald Trump by the Communist Democrat Party, and that would be supported by big government Republicans, and Nikki Haley is still is the lone candidate come election time? What do you do?
I don't see a way that's happening. I mean, removed Trump can still run. The only thing that would cause him to not be able to run is if he passed on. But he could be in prison, he could be wherever, and he can still win.
But I'm saying because again, I don't see any pushback on any level from the Republican Party regarding what is happening to Donald Trump. I mean, to me, the logical outcome is they want him to be removed. Yeah. They're going to pretend that, this is just terrible. This is a shame, but we have to follow the law. Something along those lines.
Follow the law.
This is how childlike this whole thing is.
Law.
But again, she's there for a reason. This is the most. You got to think outside the box regarding this election, because you keep saying there's going to be no election. I think there may be an election, but it'll be so childlike. It'll be rigged in such a childlike way, and they're going to rubber stamp it, saying this is all legit, this is all above board, and this is the only candidate you have. There's no other reason why Nikki Haley is there.
Well, there's the other situation. I'm afraid there's going to be some kind of a catastrophic terror attack on our home.
I think that's true.
Before the election.
Yes.
And that they're going to declare, okay, well, everything's going to have to be locked down and such. So, if there is an election, the only person that will be able to vote for will be the communist, whether it's Newsom or whoever.
Right. Well, regarding if you're suggesting that they're going to remove Biden, I'm still holding out, saying it's going to be him, because you look to see what the media is doing. The media is still protecting Joe Biden at all costs. Look at CBS News running this phony story about someone who allegedly lied about the Hunter Biden case. Meanwhile, Fox News is revealing that Hunter Biden's deeper into it than he ever has been. Again, it's a polar opposite mainstream media. But if they stop protecting Biden, then he's in trouble. But again, keep in mind, if they do a repeat of what they did, what we believe that they did 4 years ago, why would they remove Biden if he's going to get quote unquote reelected by the same means that they used before? They have nothing to fear.
Well, yeah, they're still going to cheat. There's still mail-in ballots flying around. So the thing about maybe there won't be an election is just something that I ponder. I'm not guaranteeing there won't be. I hope there is, and I hope it's fair. But we saw what happened last time. And the cheating, it wasn't new in 20. They've been cheating in elections here in California for years.
Oh, sure they have. But I guess the only thing that's positive is that Trump seems very, very upbeat. He seems confident he's going to win the whole thing. I hope that's true. I hope he knows he sees something we don't. But he's taking this whole thing in stride.
And that, actually, is a positive note, Dan. So we're leaving on a positive note. I'm not sure what to say.
I'm obviously losing my touch. Okay, I'm supposed to be depressing everyone from start to finish.
Yeah, you'll get it back.
All right. God, now I feel bad now. All right, I'll try better tomorrow.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, bud.
Have a great day. It is 7:26.